my voice did that. We are coming to you over here at Epcot. Now, if you joined us 2 weeks ago, we went through and we took a look at all the hidden characters from the Canada Pavilion up to the Japan Pavilion. Today, we're going to swap it up. Today, we're going to start here at Mexico, and we're going to make our way up to the American Adventure Pavilion to finish up our walk around of the festival to take a look at the different hidden characters here. So let's start making our way over there. While we go over here, if you didn't know, since the very first year of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, what they've done is they've put different Disney characters in the pavilions as like pieces of artwork to kind of blend in with the surroundings, but they're characters that would actually be found in those specific countries. So as the years have gone on, they have added some, they've taken some away. I am still convinced that I have not found them all yet this year. I'm sure that there's a few that are kind of hiding around. But what we're going to do today is we're going to go to the ones that I specifically know exactly where they are. And then just kind of go from there. Starting off here at Mexico as our first pavilion. Now there are a few different characters from Mexico throughout the years that have been in different Disney films or Pixar films. Pixar films are included in these things too. I would love to see Panchito someday, aka one of the three caballeros. So out of the three caballeros, only one of them is actually from Mexico, which is confusing to some people because the attraction's here at the Mexico Pavilion. Donald Duck is from America, obviously. Jose is from Brazil. And then Panchito, who doesn't even appear for the majority of the film, is the one who is from Mexico. But we don't have Panchito. Instead, we have Dante from the movie Coco, which is a Pixar film. Hey, love pugs, how you doing today? So we have two Dantes. We've got him here as a spirit guide. And then over on the other side of the pavilion here, I shouldn't say the other side, but at the other side of the entrance. Yeah, we'll get there in just a second so we can let this crowd of people go by. But over here we have him in his Earth form as well.
Oh, that's fun. It's all like me wrapping on now.
So Dante, as far as I know for right now, he said, I am still looking around at all the pavilions. I've been out of town for not a lot of the festival, but for a good chunk of the festival. So I'm sure that I'm still missing a few. But Dante and Dante are the two that I know from here. We're going to make our way over to our next pavilion, which is going to be the Norway Pavilion. And Norway obviously has a fictional town that has a massive following known as Arendelle. This is obviously from the movie Frozen and Frozen 2.
Gracias, amigos. Thank you for joining us. Gracias. We'll be back at 1:30, everybody. Gracias.
But over here in the Northern Pavilion, we don't just have characters from Frozen and Frozen 2, but there are a few different spots around the festival where we have it so the characters are actually from short cartoons instead, and this is going to be one of those instances. Now, if you remember in the short cartoon called Frozen Fever, it's the one where it's Anna's birthday, Elsa's sick, she keeps on sneezing, and all those little snow guys keep on popping up. Those little snow guys can be found over here.
So, you know, it's late, so vegetables.
On the side of the pavilion. So in addition to those ones up there,
Want those away? Magic?
We're gonna have one more character who hopefully is here. I have actually not checked this one yet this year to see if he's here. But from Frozen 2, we got him. We got Bruni right there. He represents the fire element in the film. It's kind of appropriate that they threw him here inside of the fireplace there. Okay, we're going to continue off to our next pavilion. Now, our next pavilion is China, the most famous Disney movie from China, which is, of course, Mulan, which ironically was actually, not ironically, but it is one of 3 Disney animated films that was done completely here at Disney MGM Studios, now Disney's Hollywood Studios. So the 3 films that were completely animated here was Mulan, Brother Bear, and Lilo and Stitch. So we do have 2 characters from Mulan. We were going to attempt to see both of them, but one of them is behind a bench. And the majority of times I go over there to look at it, there are people sitting directly in front of the bench. But we'll start over here on the right-hand side. If you remember the movie Mulan, there was that part where these people are like right on my book. We're going to take a step here, just a second. Okay, there we go. They kept on clicking my feet. If you remember in the film, we had it so in the final scene during the battle, Mushu and Cricky are there, and Mushu accidentally lights off a firework, and then they look, and he points at Cricky. We get the exact same scene right there. Hey, Eric, how you doing? This one does switch positions quite often during the festival. This is going to be like right on the, there's Italy, there's Germany right there. But this one does switch positions quite frequently, so if you come next year, it might not be at the spot. This is the 4th spot that I can think of that it's been at, but it is the 2nd year in a row that it's been at that spot. All right, the other one that we have is going to be up around the corner. I'll do another fun fact about Mulan here. Now, if you've ever seen Mulan, you know that obviously the big song at the start of the film is Reflection. And Christina Aguilera did a music video for Reflection. And it actually came out, if you had the VHS back in 1999, then you probably saw it because it was after the film was over. Then that was like a bonus feature on VHS tape, so you like forced to watch it if you watched all the way through the movies. But that music video was actually filmed here in the China Pavilion at Epcot. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, this one that we're coming up to, it is right in front of a bench, and there's been multiple times where I try to go there and there's people sitting right in front of it. That is the case again today. We're going to do a loop around and just hope and cross your fingers that these people move. I don't think they're going to, but we're going to have faith. Then I can also find out. So if you remember at the start of the film, we also have Little Brother, the dog that Mulan uses to feed all the chickens. She puts the thing in front of him, so he's running around the bone in front of him. So he runs around like crazy. If you go over to the bench, wait, did they just get up? No, they're still sitting there. If you go to the bench that is over here on the right-hand side, oh, they might be getting up. Someone's coming up with presents for all of them right now. We'll give it about 30 seconds here. Orange chicken does sound really good right now. I'm gonna just hang out here just for a few seconds. If they get up, they get up. If they don't get up, they don't get up. But I kind of feel like they actually might be getting up here. But she goes through, oh, they're getting up, they're getting up, they're getting up. Yeah. But here we have it, so we have little brother along with the bone. So if you want to do a photo op, you can have it so it looks like you're holding on to the stick. Now that I think about it, I cannot think of, I could be wrong. Is there any human characters? Oh yes, there is. That's right. Actually, our next one. Although technically they're sea monsters, but it's in 2 pavilions. All right, let's keep on heading down. Though we're gonna make our way over towards the German pavilion. While we head over towards the Germany pavilion, let's do a little fun fact too, because originally what they did was. Originally over at the African Outpost, the first year they had it so there was a hidden character of Pumbaa's butt with Timon on top looking towards you, kind of like in the scene when Nala comes and, you know, she's like gonna eat Pumbaa before Simba comes to rescue. So they used to be hiding there for the first 2 years. And then they disappeared. And then they were replaced in a different part of this area by Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed, aka the 3 hyenas from Lion King. And then they disappeared. In the last 2 years, we've had absolutely no one over here. Which kind of drives me crazy. Because at least put them someplace.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm looking around, I still don't see any. Pumbaa and Timon were over here on the right-hand side along that wall. Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed were up at the refreshment court up there. A lot of people here today too. A lot of slow walkers. Okay, so we're entering into the Germany pavilion. I am still hoping out hope that some year they're going to add a Dopey, just because I love Dopey. I think it would be great to have a Dopey here at the Germany pavilion. But as of right now, sadly, we do not have a Dopey. But we do have the same character multiple times. But it is a great character from a German story.
Scooter, that's who we got.
And this character's been hitting not once, not twice, but 3 times. So obviously in 2010, Disney released a huge, massive hit. Oh, these people are right in front of it. Are you kidding me? They released a huge hit. I think we'll still stick around them. Yeah. In Tangled. And over here we've got Pascal. Grabbing the popcorn there. We're also going to have 2 other spots where we can find Pascal inside the pavilion. Although I actually have not checked the one this year, but he's been there every year, so I would be shocked if he is not there. I'm still looking around because there have been times where they've added characters and they took characters away. We actually had one here a few years ago. Oh my gosh, sir, please keep on moving. Oh, he's gonna go right in front of Pascal. Are you kidding me? All right, so right here, we got Pascal on the clock there, clock sign, at the O. I hope someone's playing the DuckTales game right now. So So in addition to those two, we also have another one around the corner, but another one that was here for 1 year and 1 year only. I think it was 2 years ago now. Up here by the flowers, they used to have Spike the Bee. And he was up there smelling the flowers. But he disappeared last year. Yeah, last year he wasn't here. It was 2 years ago he was definitely here. So this pavilion right now appears to be the pavilion where people just want to stand in front of every Pascal available. Okay, but here's our final Pascal. They're painting. Okay, we got 2 more pavilions to go. Now the first one is going to be the Italy Pavilion. The Italy Pavilion has gone through a lot of different twists and turns throughout the years during the festival. They have not had my favorite one for the last 2 years now. I do too. Oh, what are you guys doing? So they used to have Jiminy Cricket wishing upon a star, and it was the coolest thing ever. But he went missing last year. But about 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, they would add in the newest characters in the entire festival. When you really think about it, like, Coco's relatively new, but since the festival debuted, that has been around. This lady is drunk right here. But a few years ago, after the movie Luca hit theaters, the following year, Luca was added to the festival as well. This is one that I feel like we're probably gonna have to wait for because it's one of the most noticeable hidden characters in the entire festival, so there's usually people out here taking pictures of it. Oh no, today it's the line for the wine goes right to it. We do have some people who are taking pictures of it, but here we got Luca and Alberto. We also have the cat down here and the crab at the bottom there. Really cool one though. I really like that one.
Tristan, did you ever see you or not?
Okay, we're gonna head up to our last pavilion on our tour. Next week we will probably be back here again to do another broadcast of something with Festival of the Arts. I'm not sure yet, or which one we're gonna do yet. But up here in the American Adventure Pavilion, we've had a few characters, and one of the characters has been here every year, but he keeps on hiding on me, and it's driving me crazy how this year I've not been able to find him. Last year it took me almost the entire festival until I found him. That is Amos from the short cartoon Ben and Me. But last year they also did add in a second character, or group of characters here. And those two have been in the same spot the last 2 years now. Let's cut across. While we walk around here, we're going to see if maybe Amos is here. He may just be gone this year, which would break my heart because if you've never seen the short Ben and Me, it is such a great short. It's about how Ben Franklin was not the great inventor and creator that we all know and love him as, but it was actually a mouse that lived in the same place as him named Amos, and Amos would go through and he'd be creating all the things, and then Ben Franklin would just be taking all the credit. I don't see him around anywhere though. So we'll just head to the last character up here. So our last character is going to be from the 1995 film Pocahontas. It's over here. We got Miko. And we got Flit up there, the film. But this is we're going to end our broadcast today. Thank you everyone for joining us. As always, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe. We will see you guys all once again a little later. If you haven't checked out our brand new YouTube video yet today, go check that out. And until next time, have a great day, everyone. Oh yeah.